time to push things ahead, isn't it? Yes, but why to bother? But why moving it ahead? Ahead the game? Well, you are afraid. Afraid of the unchanging? Alright, so why I myself put it this. All the history of the things are forced and forced impediment by the progress or desire of the power, desire of the control, desire of the emotion, need made by the brain chemistry, self-station. It's all syndicated back to the very ultimate point of the genes and the life itself. The life just try support itself and spread, and this is the guide of the game. And all the elements there superseded in absolute substitution. Well, so the question is, of course, to come to myself own point of what is my own point, what I'm here talking about, and I got to come here to Japanese version game. So to sikkata haide sai hede nai de so. Karagotte sikata mai de so yede. Karagotte sikata mai de so yede. Karodo sikata enapadas abakodo haide sai. Kira ale simine kata sei. Karagotte haste sigo farabati sikade haragata samai de haso. Karaha sakata hidemate sigodi. Sikkoda sekara hisitira sekodo ye. Kesodai, kissuade kadamate sahede. Kedaka sekoda ka desimade. Karagatte, ego de seke, ego de seki, ideka de beses ka desi. Tikudo samate heti hadiso hoto, karahate hete hoitoi. Karahatte simaheda. Kerahatte siapsakata temaide. Karagata visukuda badai. Tikutta vadasimada hedoi, kissiamata hatakoroide. Ketai siato matakaite. Kadada sikada badai. Kudamate siadoi, kedata betesimi. Tisiato kodabate sibataele, olosikate. Kadabadadi, sikadadadi, kodada betai, kosakada betikiri. Kiduko semate tevisiade. Korokotave, tikotabade sabe tikudapate teisai. Kurugotavai, kidukurata same. Adesi, korokotave, sir. Korokotave. Alright. It won't happen in a lifetime, it's happening all the time! Are you kidding? This is the easiest time, you just take the arguments, read it, and instead you can even use it as my very marginal small intelligence, but even my small intelligence, given up the enough time, and given up the other things to do, I can easily counter it. So, what is the situation, indoctrination, and what it have caused, and for whose sake it has caused it? The self-destruction might be cut to the world beyond observation. So, let's see, what is I'm here really talking about? It doesn't always you have to be downside, yeah. So it's self-right to want to do something productive. All this productivity that's doing is a kind of to tell you to support your brain. The game in itself provided the productivity and it's not the justification to human being. When the justification is given by the mass of the harness of the power. With the power, the justification they cannot make any decision, control over the game. With the power, all the stations are meaningless for the destiny of the subject and organization. But when it does have a power over, then it might become meaningful, effective, and a causality. That's what you call a lifetime analysis. And this is what I'm talking about the power. Giving a more power, the more power it can cause. And yes, how many things has got are true? And again, I am tired similar reading the same words I, we, then, and I pay what? So they say they're too stupid to communicate with each other. It's a paper upload creative basis. There's nothing to do with individual rights. If that goes against rights of will raise individuality, we will soon have a people living their lives at their ways of wanted some years ago. The ways of thinking of wanted some years ago. I'm not happy with that. Psychopaths. But what if making a psychopath? You say, alright, but who's backpack I'm joining? Or anybody's? Is it only for my own sake? Or for none sake at all? Just doing any moment to turn the position what it does, see, or bright option. So what is that movie was all about, the brain chips? There is a document like a IRL tension. What about that to say the carbon person is the only option? Just about a final thought, if you think about it, even it is a form of the external impact, makes any sense what you mean, what is the interaction. What I'm reading here at USA, do I need to be actually reading of the citation? And cybernetics. And you change cyber, it's a word words derived at the understanding of the netics and humanistic systems. Is this a really now the point of we gotta change? I have been established this new kind of the self-understanding and self-actualization, self-realization. For a while ago, with make myself as what I came it was the only absolute solution to myself to making myself to able to survive and last for extended period of time, because the competition increased, or the increase in the human interaction. 1 minute of human interaction between each other, the demand of the human intelligence was higher, and therefore the power creation, making the choices, society as a whole, and oneness. What I'm making my talking about is a cybernetics itself. The words are derived, the meaning of trying to using a systematicality, complexities, and therefore use the systematics to any natural systems or humanitarian systems, control, manipulate them, and therefore increase it the achievable activities what towards they have been created and what for towards the purpose towards. The purpose, the case, you take some movie there. Alright, that's one movie, you can get the taste. Alright, what do you think about these movies? The science fiction movies about the future, or even now? The kind of attention is when it tries to establish the reality of the existence and the things of the whole. It of course always fail to realize things exceptionally consider about the future or consider the next state or moment. It might be lack of the vision of the realities, abilities, and the sustainable realities to be made of. One of these was the space traveling. The space travel didn't have been established in the same the brain what it had been established. When at first you had nothing, and then you expect to increase it towards a singularity. But not all the systems integration. In a world of the materialistic empathies, where the things are equal, when the things are kind of the best, you are always based of a definite amount of the materialistic what they are created, what they are fabricated of. That meaning that the universe of the existence of the except humans and except the universe of the world of reality where things cannot be any possible way to create it or to be lost. One of the things is the love of the energy. The energy cannot be either created and it either cannot be disappeared in suddenly from existence. So it always either exists, and therefore because it exists and there is nothing more can be created, the things being finite, these things in creation, others with this can be a part are always finite, and there's always finite amount of the possibilities of the creation. Therefore, in the universe of the finitudes of the human beings and any creation ideas to be exist, it goes a déjà vu, the French word. And in the world of the similarities, pretty much based on the same situation, the human might be feeling this easily. Alright, a couple of the bits, Alan had the pleasure having the machine say, kind of pop. He thought it was a claim that he was not rushing up a whole lot of this code and will be misused. Geniuses are often very naive, very people. Geniuses. What geniuses come with the great word of the trade-off. One of the categories of trade-off, the meaning the human brains cannot, or any kind of attention, cannot be more separated than the possibility can have. One of the said to myself, I cannot be learn more than the possibility maximum limitation there it is. The question of course comes limitation. A basic separate understanding on any limitation itself is of course a base, but I speak up now the human reality, scientific realities, understanding of what is the possibilities, alas, what have been to be de facto standards, alas, for established good while of the time, when in 100 years. And this kind of a talking point, instead of the theoretical or external talk, what is irrelevant or out of the context, out of the character, out of the curiosity or the